and why?
It's probably easy to say the I Love Lucy, the entire series of I Love Lucy, because that would be sucking up because you got them for me for my birthday. But only because, well, first of all, I love Friends, and I'm really pissed that the Blu-rays of Friends are not the cuts, not the extended cuts, because these right now that are out of print were all the extended cuts of all the episodes.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm really pissed. Warner Brothers, F you. But probably what I'm going to say is Joey, the spinoff of Joey, because you can't really find these very often. They gave up on the show, obviously, after 2 seasons.
Which was sad, because it was actually pretty good.
It was pretty good. Yeah, I haven't seen this since it came out, but season 2 is probably my favorite of all the TV shows that I have, and part of the reason why is because you cannot get this in America at all. This was never released in the United States. This is...
Isn't it Canadian?
I don't think it says on here, but yes, this is a Canadian import. I don't remember if I got this on eBay, or I think I might have got this on Amazon Canada. But yeah, it's still region 1, so it plays in our DVD players, because Canada has the same regions we do, but it was never released. And also, season 1, I don't know if you can see, is in full frame.
On standard version, dual layer format.
Season 1 was full frame, like they put it on the TV, broadcast. But it was actually shot in widescreen. Season 2 is in widescreen. You can see right there. You can kind of see how Canadian looks a little bit different than what ours does.
There we go. Now I see it. Sorry, I was waiting for it to focus.
Yeah.
241.
240 to 1. Most widescreen movies are 235 to 1 or 185 to 1. So this was really, really, really wide.
Yes.
So this is probably my favorite TV of everything that I have, that I own. That and probably these two right here, the Pee-wee's Playhouse Christmas Special and the Pee-wee Herman Show, the original 1981 stage show that he did in Hollywood before it became a TV show. I like this because it's still kind of geared a little bit towards kids, but no, I take it back. It's not. This is really geared towards adults. I don't know if if anybody's ever seen the original Pee-wee Herman stand-up, or maybe you've seen it when he came back to Broadway last year. This was for adults.
Yeah.
And there is a lot of adult humor in this show, which is weird how it transferred to a kids' Saturday morning TV show. But the original stage play is very adult oriented, very adult themed. It doesn't have bad languages in it, doesn't have nudity, doesn't have violence in it. It's just the implied stuff in there that's
a lot of innuendos.
A lot of innuendos, and it's really, really funny. Paul Rubin is like, he catches a lot of crap for what happened to him, but he's a genius. He's awesome, and he's a genius. So.
And somebody stole his bike.
And someone stole his bike. Yes.
DVDs. I'm gonna let you talk about your favorites in the way of packaging first, because Michael's a bit of a nerd for packaging.
Yes.
So I'll let you talk about that first, because I know you have a couple of favorites.
Mm-hmm. Well, before we get to that, I'd like to say I understand why they don't do good packaging anymore, because it gets too expensive. But there is a couple of them that put out. Touchstone did the Vista series. Here's one of them. These are my two favorites. Pearl Harbor, which is the director's cut. They added a lot more gore violent swearing and took out most of that shitty ass love story in there and just made it
They made it more about the war and the battle.
war in the battle itself. And Tombstone, it's also a director's cut. What I like about these is, again, we had all kinds of really cool crap that came with it. Really good, like, making of books with, like, pictures, like, actual, like, good pictures in them. There's a Pharaoh table. There's just kind of some stories in it. But this, well, that's something I really, really liked. I haven't put out in a long time. I don't know if you can see it. This is actually a map of the showdown at the OK Corral. And it just describes some different stuff that was shot in the movie itself and where it was like located. Like, for instance, the photo where they're taking the bourgeois photo of that one chick where the guy crashed through the window. But this is like they just don't do this anymore. Nobody does this anymore. And then the Pearl Harbor one. Say what you will.
I love this one.
Say what you will about Pearl Harbor, but I mean it's Michael Bay. So I mean you come to expect it. It's got actual postcards that you theoretically could mail. I don't know why you would, but they're like old like will be advertisements for like war bonds and supporting the war. And they're actually like photo quality. They're photo quality, but they're on they're on postcards. This that came with it is a copy of the memo that Roosevelt read, basically the Day in Infamy speech. And so they have all this really cool stuff, and just nobody does anything about it anymore. And then we got the book with all the making of and stuff like that. But that's...
Show them the actual movie part, because I love the way the movies come out of that.
It looks like, I don't even know what you would say these look like, but I don't know, I guess. But it basically just opens up it, but the way it does it is it stays very secure. So you can just jostle this around, and these movies are not going to come out and they're going to stay safe. Just nobody does this anymore, and it bugs me. It really bugs me that nobody takes the time to make a good quality product anymore. They just rush stuff out. They don't do anything cool. So my absolutely favorite DVD stuff that I have. Some of this I already have on Blu-ray, but I've kept the packaging for. These are the only 3 Disney movies that they did this for. These are the collector's edition DVD sets. They come with the movie. They come with a book about each one. And they almost all come... Yeah, they all come with character portrait drawings. And most of the time they come with a film frame. We'll break out the one for Aladdin. Yeah, they come with the film frame and drawings. And I haven't opened this up in a very long time. And also has a COA for all these art drawings. That these are all official Disney drawings from the animators themselves. I don't remember if these are numbered editions or not. But Disney does a lot of things wrong, in my opinion, but they also do a lot of things right, in my opinion. And this is just an example of one of the ones I have. These are all out of print now. There's no way I'm sure you could probably find them on eBay, but you're going to pay out the nose for them.
Yeah, you are.
And then, like I said, these are the only 3 that were ever came out in these special editions like this, collector's editions. There is other special editions of Disney movies, but they're not anywhere near as cool as this.
No, now the main focus seems to be diamond editions of the Blu-rays, and which are nice. We have a couple.
But again, they just don't do justice. Like they're Like this book is more of like a history of like how they made the movie, and it's drawn up like a kiddie book, but they do have like little facts and figures and stuff on the side. For instance, one of the things that I read in here was this Aladdin came out, what was it, 1992, I think it was. I think it was 92.
Yeah, I think so.
Like that. In the original Tales of, was it 1001 Nights? It's mentioned that the story of Aladdin actually takes place in a different city. It's not Agrabah. It actually takes place in Baghdad. But in 1992, we were having that little skirmish over there with Iraq, and so obviously Disney changed it.
Did you really just call Desert Storm a little skirmish?
No, I'm not. And I am not. Anyways.
Yeah.
But yeah, that little temper tantrum that when Iraq decided to invade Kuwait.
Yeah.
And we had to go basically kick their ass. Okay, enough political crap. I'm probably gonna get a lot of hate mail on that one. So let's move on to something else.
All
Before I
right.
start getting, CIA coming in here and killing me.